It's a long time to play for one team. In 1,020 games, there are moments I'll always remember. At that moment, I realized this is where I'm going. That's a moment I'll never forget.
Good evening, everyone. I am Vlad. This is Pepsi Center Ice, and this is the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show for Friday, March 2nd, 2018. The Colorado Avalanche in the third of their four-game homestand, welcoming in the visiting Minnesota Wild from the land of 10,000 lakes. Here to Pepsi Center for a huge Central Division matchup. Before we look at tonight's matchup, we will take a look back at the Avs Wednesday night contest against the Calgary Flames. We will also take a look tonight on the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show at scoreboards and action from around the NHL tonight. We will preview the game-winning goal challenge for the Burgundy Rainbow Discord, plus a few more other fun things. And we'll see what else happens in the next 20 minutes and 10 seconds from right this very moment. The Avs are going to be coming out for pregame warm-ups here shortly, so let's go ahead and dive right in. For those of you that were here for us on Wednesday, a huge matchup between the Flames and the Avalanche that after the first period and parts of the second period did not appear to be going the Avalanche's way. Then that's when things kicked into high gear as the Avalanche rattled off 5 consecutive unanswered goals to earn a very critical 2 points in the wild card race, defeating the Calgary Flames by a score of 5-2. Duncan Seaman scores his first career NHL goal, which was a huge milestone for the second first-round pick of the Avs in the 2011 draft. He of the many hopeful dreams of many Avalanche faithful were rewarded to see number 15 get that first NHL goal on Wednesday. And we're very proud of Duncan for realizing his dream and getting that goal. Congratulations, Duncan Seamans. Looking at tonight's action, the Wild are coming in from on the second half of a back-to-back match. Last night they played in Arizona at Gila River Arena against the Coyotes, and quite frankly had their asses handed to them. The Coyotes won by a score of 5-2, and while that halted the Wild in their tracks, no doubt they are going to be severely upset with how things turned out last night, so they are probably going to be looking to be very motivated to come out of the gates tonight against this Avalanche team, who is, like the Wild, fighting for a shot at the playoffs coming up here in April. There were 2 goals scored by the Wild against the Coyotes last night, but we're not going to go over those because it doesn't matter. The important thing is they lost last night, and we can all agree that's a good thing. Looking at the lineup for tonight's game against the Avalanche, looking at tonight's lineup for the Avalanche, top line will most likely remain unchanged. Landeskog, McKinnon, Rantanen, and a wild assortment, no pun intended, of the other top 9 skaters. Neil Yakupov remains scratched yet again. We have, as the second line at this current moment in time, Alex Kerfoot centering Tyson Jost and Colin Wilson. Third line is Big Carl Soderberg centering Blake Como and Matt Nieto. Fourth line, the Tomato himself, Dominic Toninato centering JT Compher and Gabriel Bork. Defensive pairs look something like this. Tyson Barrie as top pair with Nikita Zadorov. Second pair is Sam Girard paired with Patrick Nemeth. And the third pair is Duncan Seamans and the returning Anton Lindholm, who missed the last few games with some sort of injury, which kept him out of the lineup for the last little while. Some other injury notes from the Avalanche. EJ has returned to skating. Sven Andrighetto is also skating in practices as well. So bit by bit by bit, the Avs are starting to hopefully get some reinforcements into the lineup, which will only do good things for the Avs as they begin to head into the final full month of the regular season. Alright, we are now, alright, here come the Avs onto the ice, led by Semyon Varlamov, who will be getting the start tonight. Spencer Martin will also be backing him up in tonight's contest. Hopefully we will have no need to see him. And here come the Minnesota Wild. Did I mention that they lost 5-2 to the Arizona Coyotes last night? But I may have said it in passing, but I think it needs to be said again. So just some fun things from a quick NHL article that was written on tonight's contest. The Avs are 6th in the NHL with a 28-6-2 record when it scores first. The Wild are 10th, going 25-5-4. So definitely the first goal of the game is going to be very, very critical in tonight's contest given those records. Even though the Wild did lose 5-2 to the Coyotes last night, they are 7-2-1 in their last 10. They are 3rd in the Central. However, the last 2 times that these two teams met, it was on Milan Ejuk jersey retirement night, and the Avs curb stomped these Minnesota Wild by a score of 7-2. Here's some more fun numbers for you. The Avs have won 12 of their last 13 games here at Pepsi Center. They have also outscored their opposition by a total of 48-21. We have our first Mark Alt shout out from the YouTube channel. Mark Alt, just taking a quick look out there on the ice. And I can safely confirm there is no Mark Alt sighting tonight. Of course, David Warsofsky was sent down to San Antonio to make room for the returning Anton Lindholm. So no Mark Alt tonight. And I don't know if that came out on the YouTube, but one of the Pepsi Center faithful just shouted, F. Dubnik. You can fill in the rest. The recently sworn at Devin Dubnik will be in goal for the Minnesota Wild as Alex Stalock was in the pipes for the 5-2 loss last night to the Arizona Coyotes. Whether Dubnik has another meltdown like he had in January remains to be seen, although that would be nice to see. Dubnik was the goaltender of record for that 7-2 loss in January against the Avs. It's important to mention that. Some more fun news for you. Again, according to the NHL.com article, the Avalanche also have the best home penalty kill percentage, clocking in at 92.9%. Something about 9s and 2s apparently go really well with the Avs. We do have a full night of NHL action scheduled for today. Let's take a look at some of the scores taking place right now. At Barclays Center, the New York Islanders trail the Montreal Canadiens by a score of 3-2. That game is in the second period. The Buffalo Sabres trail the Florida Panthers in Sunrise by a score of 2-1. That game just started the second period. In Raleigh, the New Jersey Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes are tied at 0. Game also in the second period. In Winnipeg, the Detroit Red Wings have a 1-0 lead on the Winnipeg Jets. That game is in the first period. Other action happening around the league. The Calgary Flames welcome in the New York Rangers. That game is a 7 p.m. local start. In Vancouver, the Nashville Predators are in town to take on the Canucks. That game is an 8 o'clock local start. The Anaheim Ducks welcome the Columbus Blue Jackets. That game is also an 8 o'clock start. The Blue Jackets were also 5-2 losers against the LA Kings last night. So the Blue Jackets did us absolutely no favors yesterday evening, so hopefully they will make up for that tonight and hold off the Ducks. Also at 8 o'clock start time, the Ottawa Senators are in Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. And we have just finished a little over 8 or 9 minutes here in warm-up. Let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit here and talk about the Burgundy Rainbow Game Winning Goal Challenge. Of course, this is a Burgundy Rainbow staple throughout the season. There are a series of 3 questions compiled by Burgundy Rainbow's very own C-mail. And for those of you that feel like playing, head to the Burgundy Rainbow, head to burgundyrainbow.com and make your selections there. For those of you that make the correct selections or close to correct selections, you will get points and bragging rights, both of which are fun and amusing. Tonight's Burgundy Rainbow Game Winning Goal Challenge questions are as follows. Of course, the first question, as always, who will get the game winning goal? Second question for tonight. How many penalty minutes will there be between both teams in total? Dan Larkin claims that he is Mark Alt in disguise. Unfortunately, that is not a game winning goal challenge statement, but we will give style points for that because it's funny. And finally, how many points will Nathan MacKinnon earn in tonight's contest? Of course, Nathan MacKinnon has been on an absolute tear since returning from injury. Love to see number 29 get a few more points in tonight's contest. So for those of you interested in taking part in the Burgundy Rainbow Game Winning Goal Challenge, head to burgundyrainbow.com, go to the Game Winning Goal Challenge page, fill out the form, and get your submissions in. You have just a little over half an hour, give or take maybe a few minutes, to get on over there and fill in your selections. Dan Larkin chiming in. He's going to put Gabe Landeskog down for his game-winning goal. That is a very worthy selection. Would love to see the captain get that game winner. In full disclosure, the captain was not my selection. Rantanen, also a very notable pick. Also not my selection. But best luck to everybody who has made their selections. May the best selection win. over 6 minutes here to go. And for those of you that may have missed the announcement via the Avs Twitter account or some other social media account that the Avs used, tonight was a special giveaway night. So tonight, the first 5,000 fans here at Pepsi Center won these. I know you can't really see it very well, so let me see if I can fix that for you. Yeah, it's not going to work too well. So, real quick, that is a pair of UC Health socks, folks. 5,000 fans received a pair of socks. As you can see, they are burgundy colored. They have the little Avalanche C on them. And the low cost of that was free. Free socks. First 5,000 fans. That being said, if you do enjoy a great pair of socks, I will recommend these lovely burgundy cupcake socks. Where can I find these burgundy cupcake socks, you ask? Good question. These are available for purchase on the burgundyrainbow.com as part of our lovely selection of merchandise. So if you enjoy the kind of work that we do and enjoy a little bit of hilarity about our burgundy cupcake socks, head over to burgundyrainbow.com, go to our merch page, and get yourself a pair. You'll be glad you did, because you'll be the first kid on the block to be strutting around with the pride of cupcakes all day long. And these may be a little bit more stylish than these. Not to say that it's not bad to wear a pair of burgundy socks to support the burgundy and blue, but come on, it's cupcakes, folks. Who doesn't love a pair of cupcakes? Alright, no shameless merchandise plugging. Let's go back to warm-ups. We are down to the last 4 minutes and change of warm-ups. The Avs are starting to filter off the ice, and the Wild are still doing whatever it is that they do. So, I don't know. Being wild. Whatever that means. What is a Wild, anyway? Apparently a Wild gets clobbered 5-2 by the Arizona Coyotes. That's what a Wild is. So we have Spencer Martin over on the far end of the ice taking some shots in warm-up. Question from the YouTube. Do you have those socks jacked up to your knees? No, I do not have the socks jacked up to my knees. It is a standalone pair. Standalone pair of cupcakes. See? I am not wearing these. Although I'm sure that once I put them on, they might go almost to my knees. I gotta agree with you, Eric. The man in black, it looks great. It's a great style. We are down to the final 8 skaters. Let's see, we have Dominic Toninato skating down the blue line. JT Confer skating backwards towards center ice. Tyson Berry doing some stick handling work by the blue line. Tyson Joe shooting on goal right now. Nate McKinnon at the top left circle. Mikko Rantanen in the far circle. And Gabe Landeskog also in the left circle. And down here on the near end of the ice, well, a whole bunch of dudes standing around. Whole bunch of dudes.
She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my dad and my mom. I'm sorry. We're still trying to figure out exactly what a Wild is. Although your previous comment is we can't prove that they're not. So
All right, we are down to the final minute, 10 seconds of pregame. Skate around. So we're going to go ahead and start winding things down here. I'd like to thank everybody from the Burgundy Rainbow community who's tuned in to watch tonight's pregame show. I'm glad you were here. All right, we're down to the final four skaters: Nathan McKinnon, Tyson Jost, JT Comfer, and Tyson Berry. Taking their last few laps around the ice, taking a few last warm-up shots. And down on the near side of the ice, again, four dudes who four dudes. Four wild and crazy dudes. And that's going to do it for warm-up. The Wild slink away back to their locker room. Eventually, Nick Foligno off the ice. Zambonis have some work to do. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Again, thank you all for watching the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show here on YouTube. I appreciate it. For continuing conversation on tonight's contest, head to burgundyrainbow.com, go to the Burgundy Rainbow Discord, and head to the GDT channel. And stay tuned to burgundyrainbow.com for continuing coverage and conversation on the Colorado Avalanche. I am Vlad, and I will be back after the end of tonight's contest with the Burgundy Rainbow postgame show. So until then, let's go Avs!